Scott Brown here. We're back at Ray's house.
Thought to get this out of the way before you would arrive, but we didn't want to have that discussion again. We had to add some new piles, but this one was right in the right place. So I was like, sweet, you know, don't have to dig an extra hole.
Yeah.
But then the inspector pointed out that the new piles, the footing, have a different dimension than the existing. So I need to prove that it goes to a certain depth.
So you're digging like not a new pile, you're trying to inspect the existing one?
Exactly. Yeah.
Laying room only, eh?
Yeah, man. I had a cat in my face earlier as well. So I'm in his world now, right?
Yeah, really.
You're such a dick, eh? And then eventually there will be a wall here.
Yeah.
But like when was it? On Sunday, I think, where I was like, I really want to tie this off. So I need to put 2 posts in there, which means I need to build the wall, which means I need to put a new joist in, but the joist needs to go on a barrier. And that's the new ensuite, and we want to have the tiles sort of flush with the carpet of the bedroom, so then I need to drop the level of the joist down a bit, because the build-up of the tile is higher than the carpet, right? So you need to... So I was like, Christ, that's not gonna happen. So then I'm like, maybe I'll tie that beam off on this point, which means I need to cut the whole floor out and put the ply down first, before I build that wall, because the joint's under the wall. But I can't cut this out because I need to move the boards over that way. So I was like, oh my God.
It's a chain reaction.
Yeah, it's basically like I want to paint this wall, but I need to pour the concrete first. Lee's here.
Hello, Lee. How's it going?
Good. Scott, you alright? Long time no see.
I was going to say exactly the same thing.
Right. Short time some see.
So our plan with this small window is to make it go all the way out to here and here. So this will all be a big stacking sliding window, and from the inside the window will go all the way up to the ceiling, virtually. I'll show you the inside as well, but basically we need to get a massive window where there is currently a small window. We need to do that without the house falling down. So we're going to show that in this episode, before this episode's over. But first, we need to do something about this floor.
Stagger them in. So we got a joint here on the next one, and then on the next joist. Make it look natural. Blend it in a bit.
Oh.
Scott, did you find a pillow?
I did. You might as well make yourself comfortable.
Yeah.
Hey. Just needs to be canopy in that, huh?
Do you have an elevator pitch for you, Lee? How do you introduce yourself?
Builder, designer, artist.
Alright.
Yeah, roughly.
That's what you get when you get Lee on site, though. It's just a quiet machine in the background.
Humming away. So Lee has taken all the weight that was on this small lintel, put it on these acro props, and cut away all the timber support now that the weight's on here. And now he's got space for the new lintel. And what Ray and I are trying to do with this floor here is we're trying to get all the nice big long lengths in here because they're going to be seen. And then in the hallway here we can put some short lengths because they're going to be hidden. Or at least the joins will be hidden under the wall that will go around about there.
The new wall separating bedroom and sort of office area, but there's going to be cabinets. It doesn't have to be
pretty.
the best. I mean, telling the wrong guy, I know, but you're gonna make it absolutely beautiful.
What do they say? Don't let perfect get in the way of good enough?
Perfection isn't interesting.
That's true.
Improvisation. Good?
That's closer. This just come down to the liability, right?
You're in?
Yep, that's us. That's pretty good. Is it moving?
The clamp just about landed. Come on your head.
Thank you.
I like this trick with the understud.
There's one big door, right?
Oh,
That's that big door.
4150.
4150. Whew.
So now all the weight of the roof in this area is sitting on the beam, and none of those studs and framing that held it up this morning.
Yeah. Check this out.
Remember working in Auckland when we jacked up a house 70 mil at the front, and the guy who was doing the work, he said these are the best kind of houses. They're all made of timber and you can just move them up and down no problem.
What's his name? A number? I was talking to a local repiler,
Yeah.
and he said be careful with leveling out your house. So just put the jacks on there and then take the weight off the pile and then sort of shake it. Because quite often they're cracked at the bottom.
The piles there?
Yeah. And then once you know that, you need to replace the pile. All that, so.
You didn't come across any?
No. No, these were all fine actually.
Yeah.
Quite happy about that.
Oh yes,
Mate.
beauty.
Yeah, I think come out here, alright. I wonder with your dog bar, can you leave? That out.
So this corner forms the corner of the bedroom, and the bedroom's going to have carpet in it. Therefore we don't need to be all fancy and put all this remu down, we can put plywood down.
What's out of square called? It's not crooked, but it's what
Not so square space?
not so square space.
The floorboards are crooked.
The what? The what? There's not too much remo dust anymore. And if you take your mask off, I'm sure you'll be safe. But no guarantees. We can all hear you a bit better.
Okay.
Do it for the public.
The sheet fits nicely now.
Got some ancient floor glue.
Is that left over from a job, Ray?
It could be, yeah.
Ray is a bargain hunter.
No, I'm a hoarder. Just admit it. I've saved this for 10 years. Yes.
I'm gonna need that one
This
day.
is the moment.
There is a short one word for it.
What is that?
Dutch. Right, Dutch.
So what's this gonna do, Scott? It saves us from squeaky floors, doesn't it?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
No worries.
How much is it for a tube of that glue?
4 pence.
If I save $5, mate, then I get a free coffee tomorrow. It's not about the money, Scott.
It's the principle. So we'll talk about it a bit more further into the project, but Ray and Magda are doing a sealed airtight house. So like an airtight renovation, which is not typical here in New Zealand. But we'll talk more about that in future episodes.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's not going to be 100% airtight,
Yeah.
but we try to do our best.
Hence the reason for the MS sealant here. Yeah, there we go.
Very good.
Look at that.
Floats.
Glided in.
We've been through tough times together.
Oh, smooth, look at that.
Don't know if Milwaukee's watching, but could do with a new one.
One last lintel. Gonna finally make this window a reasonable height. Ray can look out his window without ducking. Oh wow, yeah.
And I have lasered it.
Wow.